I will check the archive log. No, here it is. Look, I'm your father. Delete, 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 insert, 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 coming from a rollback, and then ending a transaction. So specifying in the undo header section, rolled transaction has rolled back. So if this would be really big table, violating constraints on a delete would give you a lot of information in the redo, because, well, the longer the table, the more values it has, the more columns it has, the more values in those columns, the bigger data in the archive log will be after violating the constraints, because it has to literally insert everything back that it deleted. So have to be careful with it. So we hit commits before actual data. We hit, for example, this problem, like rollbacks can happen multiple times when you violate a transaction, and if you will, for example, start a transaction. Oh, I reminded of that. If you will start a transaction and try to do delete again, you shouldn't get a rollback transaction, right? Because it should be just a partial rollback. And frankly, it is. Again, when you will check the archive log, you will see update, delete, 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 delete again, 2 deletes, no, 3 deletes, sorry, here's another one, 3 inserts coming from a rollback, but there is no ending of the transaction. So the undo header was not cleaned, and this is good because we don't want to lose our previous transactions. So this is cool, but you have to somehow manage this kind of situation. So if we will go here again to VOODOO, here to VOODOO, stage, servers, inbounds. Okay, let's do the same situation here where the replication goes. So first update, then delete. Constraint violated. What has happened here in the DML file? You will see all the necessary updates and information about deletes that has happened and associated rollbacks with them. If you will order it by SCN, because if you can see, SCN is not unique for each and every operation. Actually, SCN can't be not unique even for commits. If you will sort it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th field of SCN and 6th field, 8th field of a sequence number, you will get a proper order of DMLs that has happened. So you get updates, then deletes, and associated rollbacks with them. So when I will commit a transaction, file is committed already, and what applicator has to do is go through a file, sort everything properly, associate operations together, and remove unnecessary deletes based on associated rollbacks. And well, you have seen how many rollbacks were in this file. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it took 6 operations for this real application cluster to realize that, oh fuck, what am I doing? There are parent roles in another table. It's also beautiful, you don't see? So based on this kind of play, with this simple Python parser, you can actually learn a lot about what is going on the redo level. And well, I encourage you to play with it a little bit, because recently, well, we had a little discussion about direct path inserts and IoTs, right? And in 11G, when you did direct path inserts, so hint plus append to index organized table, Oracle ignored the hint. In 12C, when you do plus append to IoT and then try to select something from this IoT, Oracle 12C will say to you that the table is blocked after direct path insert. So you think, oh, that's cool. This is a new feature in 12C. I can do actual direct path insert to the index organized table. The hint was not ignored. But when you parse a redo lock, you will see that nothing has changed from 11G. So in the redo, you have no direct path information. You have just modification on the index level associated with the primary key with this index organized table. So this is, for example, a fake feature. It seems to work on the SQL level, but on the redo level, it doesn't work. You can get, of course, everything, the parser and what I said to you from my blog. And if you will want to wait when we will be ready to release VOODOO as an open source, which should be around January or maybe more February next year, I will put the information also in here. Feel free to download it, comment the code, change it, and learn from it as much as you can. So I don't know if I'm over time or before a time or under a time, but I'm done. Okay. And well, yesterday I promised something, that we will show what we will see how shrink looks, alter table shrink at the readable level. So if you want to, we can do this as the last